What's up, guys? Man, I don't know what's going on with this camera here, but I'm in Eindhoven right now. It's literally 9:10. Gotta check out in like an hour, so heading to Milan today. Um, Gonna go see the last Derby day Italia at San Siro. Like literally a historic game, literally a historic stadium. So buzzing to see that. Game's tomorrow, heading there today, but yeah, that's just a little update on what I'm doing right now. What I'm actually doing right now is an intro for the podcast. I'm putting my hood on this coat. Like, I don't know how the first 2 days I was here is beautiful. I was literally wearing shorts today. I'm got on a hoodie, sweatpants. Like, it's cold. It's a little cold. So looking forward to Milan. Should be a little warm. So yeah, just a bit about myself. My name's Seth Sumner. Any of you guys don't know me. I would consider myself a very multiversed, skilled individual, humbly. Skilled in HVAC, that's air conditioning, servicing and installing, bartending, general laboring, slight carpentry, slight electric work. Mercy, my bad, there. It's early, guys. Leave that in too. Currently watch technician right now, and yeah, like with that I would just say, every opportunity is a chance to open a new door. If you used to ask me at 10 years old what I was gonna be, the answer was football player. Obviously I'm sure a lot of people would have said that, but over time things change and perspective shift. And yeah, like I said, every opportunity is a chance to open a new door. So with each turn in life, I've been lucky enough to find a new career opportunity that's giving me more knowledge, more chances to meet new people, and again, ultimately open new doors. So I'll just speak right now with what I'm doing in terms of watchmaking, or watch technician. If my manager Max sees this, he's gonna say, "Hey, yo, watchmaker, Saf, you work with the watchmaker." I don't call myself a watchmaker yet, guys, but yeah. So I got into the job. I interviewed for sales because, again, like I want to open new doors, so I wanted to get into business, which was one of my plans a while ago. So yeah, I had an interview for sales. Everything went good, and after the interview, they called back and they were like, "Oh, like how good are you working with your hands?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm good working with my hands. Like I said, I've done electric work, masonry work, air conditioning, installs, servicing, so I know how to use tools, I know how to problem solve. I'm good with my hands." So they said, "Okay, cool, we just need some help in the wash department right now, fixing batteries. They'll show you how to do it." So I come in there, like, and the two guys I work with, shout out Peter and Yari, I'll say their names. These guys are literally like the coolest people you could ever meet. Like, Peter is like a library of knowledge and just the embodiment of calm and unbothered, and it's like if he gets worked up about something, like you're tripping. Like, so truck going by, I don't know if that's gonna come up, but yeah. And with Yari, again, another cool cat. Like, I don't have a single complaint about these guys. Like, I keep on saying, even though I'm not really a drinker, no, I keep on saying, like, one day I want to get a birth these guys, just to like sit off and just talk to them and just get a vibe with them. But these guys are the coolest people ever. But anyways, I go in there, Peter and Yari, like, they show me the basics of how to change a battery. I'm probably like 2 months in, Peter went back home for vacation because Peter's from Switzerland, Yari's from Finland. So Peter goes back home, and there's a watch there that it's like not one of the high-end watches, but it's a watch there that needs a new movement. So before Peter leaves, it's like, "Yeah, this is the movement. showed me the basics of how to change it, and he was like, yo, you can do it while I'm going. So on the surface, I'm like, all right, cool, like, you know, chill. Yo, I don't got that, Peter. Like, you know that, bro. Peter leaves, and it's just me and Yari. And this is no, like, nothing against Yari, because like I said, I have no problem with either of them, but I literally was there all day just trying to figure out how to do this without breaking anything, without losing any little tiny pieces, without, like, forgetting any steps. And I don't want to ask Yari because that's just not the type of person I am. Even if Peter was here, I probably wouldn't ask him because I just don't want to seem like I ain't steward nothing, like I'm just a nuisance or whatever. But cool. So it took me maybe 6 hours to change this movement. And it's funny now because I know how to change a movement, and I don't imagine any of you guys know how to change a movement, but it takes me now probably like 5 minutes tops, unless there's some real foolery going on in there then, you know, but I say that to say I passed that level, I gained respect, as you were saying, in GTA, and y'all, the watch worked, cost momentum is very happy, and from there on out, I'm just been adding small things to my locker, so obviously replacing movements, polishing, cleaning, changing hands, changing contacts, changing parts of a movement. So yeah, right now, I'm just in the process of constantly adding things to my bag, constantly not gaining more knowledge and evolving in that department, trying to better myself with my wealth of knowledge on other brands and not just, I'll just say the main one. If you guys know where I work, you guys know which brand I'm talking about. Nothing against that brand, it's just what comes with being a watch technician. But yeah, and that's pretty much the full gist of the journey of the job I have now. I'm sure I'll go into it more in depth in other episodes. People will probably ask me questions because every time I tell people I'm a watch technician, they're like, what? Which I get 28-year-old Armenian just watch technician is just crazy. Like, but yeah, I love my job. Everyone I work with is cool. Like, I look forward to doing the work. I look forward to interacting with my coworkers. Shout out my team. If anybody sees this. And yeah, other bits about me, like, absolutely football crazy. Hence why I'm even on this trip. This will be my second Euro trip for football, but this will be like my third time being in Europe and coming to games. My fourth time being in Europe altogether. Shout out Bacardi, first time. Had me in London for a month. Should I tell that story? I don't know. Let me stay on track, and then we might spin back to that Bacardi story. Or I might save it for another episode. But yeah, so Euro trip right now. I'm slated to see 5 games. I'm out here for 18 days, which is like, it's the most dramatic one I've done. I say dramatic, I don't really know what other word to use. Like the other trips I've done, the football trips have been like games just boom, 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 boom. Like the last trip I came out here was, I think it was 8 games in 11 days. You can see all the games I went to on my Instagram story, but I went to some bangers. Obviously, United fan, duh. All y'all the bozos, all y'all the Arsenal fans, all y'all the Pool fans, Chelsea fans, like, I ain't gonna say City fans, ain't too many of you. Shout out Jalen though, City fan. And Miss Trussell from Work Academy. Yes. But yeah, man, United through and through. I don't care what anyone's gotta say. Like, when it comes down to football, when it comes down to brilliance, when it comes down to greatness, legacy, history, it's Manchester United. That's all I'm gonna say on that. But on this trip, yesterday I went to see PSV. No, day before yesterday I went to see PSV versus PSV Zwolle. That was a good game up until like the 65th minute or so, I would say. It was actually pretty even. Like, I'm watching these other guys. Obviously, we've all heard of PSV, maybe you haven't, but they're the bigger team. But I'm watching these guys for PC, and I literally like don't even know half of these guys. And they're absolutely bowling out their brains. Sorry, I just want to check the camera real quick. But yeah, so it was a good game, and then it was 1-0, and then yeah, PSG just opened the blade, smashed them. I think it ended up like 6-1, but yeah, like I said in the beginning, Derby d'Italia tomorrow. That's Milan versus Juve, San Siro. Proper gas about that. Like I said, last game at the San Siro, but it's a big game in itself. Obviously, Juve is not what they once were right now. Neither is Milan for that respect, but they're doing pretty well right now. Got some good players. Excited to see. I think they all should be playing today. You see Pulisic, see Modric. Oh, Luka Modric. Wow. Excited to see him. I'm seeing some excited midfielders like Bruno, Pedri, Kobe. Like I'm blessed to see some wonderful midfielders live. But I think Modric might top that list. I haven't even seen him play yet. But yeah, and then after that we'll be seeing United versus Brentford. Day after that, obviously. Then may or may not go to Champions League or Europa League game during that week. Not decided yet. Tickets are crazy, sick. Then next Friday, Nantes versus Marseille. That's in Nantes. And then that Sunday, United versus Poole. You already know, mate. You already know, mate. D. Scott, Mr. Nah. Just know, mate. Poole's food. Anyways, so yeah, football crazy. Obviously, I play football right now. I'm playing for Crossroads. Came through with damn sure coach. Shout out to them. They just had a vicious season. Unlucky to them in the FA Cup. Good, strong young team. Shout out Ray, done a good job with them. Shout out Kaveen. It's crazy because those who know, like, would have thought Joy would have been nice at ball and Kaveen would have been nice at scrambling, but it's crazy how they just changed roles. But let Joy tell it, his still nice at ball, but Joy's washed now. But yeah, back on track. Shout out Colts. After that, played for BAA. Vicious team over there. Countless number of names I played with. Obviously, we won the first division, got BA promoted to Premier Division. I think we had set a record at that time for like the most amount of games, no goals conceded or something, or longest win streak or something in the first division league, something. But point being, it was a good team. After that, Village, where I won a Premier League and FA Cup. I'm counting them. The Premier League was the COVID one. I'm counting it. I don't care. FA Cup, won that one there too with them. Missed out on the final because I had to fly out with Bacardi to London. Now I've even got my medal. Mars was supposed to steal me one. I know he never stole me one. Like, it is cool though. I was in that team. I know I would have started the final. Flip, like, but. Anyways, and then yeah, now I'm playing for Crossroads. Won the first division with him. My second season. It's my third season going. We were in the Premier Division. Done alright, started off pretty well. Obviously, I weren't able to start this season off with them because of my accident, which I'm sure we'll also talk about. But yeah, we done pretty well this year. I think we finished what was it, 6th. I think that's pretty good considering, you know, a team that just got promoted. We finished above 4 other teams, I think it was. Yeah, and we're looking to improve next year. I say we. I don't know if my washed up self is even about to be playing anymore. I just need to stop telling myself I'm washed up to lock in and remind you guys just how nice I am. This past season was a struggle, Flip. Anybody that seen me playing this season just know, like, it's like, it's one day coming back from injury, but to come back from almost dying, I would say, like, and I don't want to trade anybody, but just what it was, it's different. So, yeah, if you got over on me this season, enjoy it. Enjoy it, mate, because next season, Sorry about that. Um, but yeah, football crazy. Watch technician. Very low key to myself. Like, if you guys are watching this and seeing me for the first time, like, I won't be surprised because I'm literally just working home. Used to be outside back in my day. Um, like when I was first 18, bare birds out here, by the way, side note, like pure geese, exotic pigeons. I saw a magpie walked on a pigeon earlier, like was just eating him. I didn't even know that's what magpies done. First of all, I didn't even know they had magpies out here in Eindhoven or Netherlands. Like I thought it was just like a up north thing in UK, but so it goes. But yeah. Anyways, always yeah. To myself type of guy. I'm just working him, and yeah, I spend my money on bills and traveling. And yeah, on that note, I want to say, just to kind of wrap this up, I don't know how long I've been recording. Let me see if it says. I don't even know how long it's been recording, but the reason I wanted to start this podcast was just to like I said in a little promo, document Bermudian greatness. And I think in life, us as Bermudians, and myself included previously, and still somewhat here and there at times, I try to catch myself and correct it. Like, we're guilty of saying and feeling like, oh, there's no opportunity in Bermuda for us. Like, there's no resources here, there's no infrastructure here, everything's behind, and that's true, 100%. Like, the roads are terrible. Like, we have just gotten some apps for some things. Like, Wi-Fi service, phone service is dog water, and you have to pay top dollar for it. It's poor, it's poor. But at the end of the day, it's a saying. And that saying is, everybody's got the same 24. And it's just like, what that means is like, if someone else can do it, you can too. And obviously, I know there are other aspects and parameters at play for certain individuals that aren't for everyone. Excuse me, let me drink some water. But like I said in the beginning, a new opportunity is a new chance to open a new door. So in life, you have to take those chances. And what that means is, let me show you, right? So maybe 5 years ago, 4 years ago, I was just working a beach attendant. Not gonna say the name of the hotel or anything, but I was working as a beach attendant, and it was just kind of a dead-end job. Like, I wasn't getting paid much. Like, I was working like a slave. Like, barely had any off days, and the job just didn't really come with much thanks at all. Like, I remember this one day I was beach attending, and it was cup match weekend, and it was extra full. Like, usually, like on a busy day, it'd be like 200 people on there. This day was like 500 people, and it was just me as the official beach attendant. And it was like that most days. Managers will hop in, other servers will hop in, to whereas it weren't their job, but that's just what it was called for, or that's just what was called for. So cup match weekend, super busy, 500 people. I'm there by myself, running around, chicken, no head. Anyways, long story short, like, I remember afterwards, one of the captains, he had like shouted me on the side, and he was just, because like I was vexed at this point. I let it be known to everyone, like, I'm vexed. I'm like, this is poor, this ain't good enough, like, need a raise, need help, all this, like. So one of the captains, who just like so happened to be my boy, he showed me on the side, and he's like, y'all, like, he meant well, he's a foreigner. Like, it was just kind of all he could do for me in the moment. He just like swung me a little $40 gift card, like, and it was just like, damn, like, $40, like, that's like an appetizer from a restaurant or something, you feel me? But anyways, I say all that to say, like, from that position of having that dead-end job, I was like pushed and probed and convinced by like my friends, my cousins, my mama, my godma to sign up for this Bacardi program. And I had heard about it, like, but I'm just, in my head, I was just like, oh, they wouldn't want me, like, they want college age kids, like, they want people that are experienced with bartending, so, like, it was the point where my godma had hit me up, and the way she had styled it, like, she, she convinced me to sign up, I'll say that. So I signed up, boom, got picked. And that was crazy because, like I said, I didn't think they owned me. But after the way I applied, interviewed, they really liked me. And that was a great opportunity. Um, Met some great people who I'm still friends with today. Like I would consider them like my brothers and sisters. And yeah, that got me out of that dead-end job into a new opportunity. I was making more money. I was in a much happier role. I was using more of myself and my personality. Every day was different, which is what I like. And I was working my hands, which is, you know, what I like. And that was nice. And then it just got, you know, like I just felt like bartending full time was just, it was just a lot. After about 2 years, just like being on my feet, working a lot, just like the long hours, and I kind of crashed out and quit my job and took a trip, took a month-long trip. I was I was 2 weeks traveling Europe, and then 2 weeks with my family in Scotland. And yeah, I came back and hopped into the job I'm in now. And I say all that to say, again, bringing it back, I went at you saying 24, like, sometimes in life, you just have to push yourself out of your comfort zone, because I could have just stayed being a beach attendant. Like, it was cool. I had, like, I wasn't getting paid much, like I said, but I had a lot of freedom. Like, I could go hide over there in the corner and just have the radio. If anyone calls me out there, but I'm over here chilling. I'm on my phone. I'm out the way. I'm taking a nap. Like, I would get my friends down there for free. We guys would, you know, do whatever and take the piss, and I'll ride around the go-kart. Like, it was chill. Like, you know, I could have stayed there, been chilling, like some people might have, or some people have, and, you know, just been content and just found a way to make it work with the money. Like, stayed at home for parent, or like stayed on someone's couch, or just chill myself and figure it out. But I pushed myself to apply for a program that I thought didn't want me. And through that, I pushed myself to do a job that I had never done before, that I was actually very good at, that I actually used to better myself in my interpersonal skills and my networking skills, which allowed me to get this job I have now. And yeah, the job I have now, like, it pays really well. I learn a lot. Most days are different. I wouldn't say every day is different, but most days are different. And it allows me to do what I'm here doing now. And if you was to tell me, not even back in 2021, but I mean, yeah, I was gonna say, not even back in 16, but in 2021, but if you used to tell me back in 2021, I had that job, let alone back at 16, when I was just like some kid trying to figure out like how I'm gonna get these football boots. Like, if you used to tell me that I would be paying bills, like rent, bills, groceries, insurance, like, while traveling the world, I would have laughed at you, because it's just like, how, like, you feel me? And I am by no means like well off. I'm not perfect. I don't have nothing figured out, and I'm got just as much on my plate as the next person. But at the end of the day, everyone's got the same 24, and you have to chase your dreams. And my dreams, um, to bring it all back to what I said when I said I was 10, is I want to work in football. Obviously, I can't play now. I'll tell you I could play. Like, if like Cheltenham Town or like Dorking need a centre back or something, I could step out. But I want to work in football um, somewhere. I wanted to do coaching, but I just think with the world of football now, coaching is so unforgiving. So I've changed my focus, I think, to sports directorship. So yeah, somewhere on the board, one day, inshallah, that's where I'll be. So we're just working towards that, and I'm sure that the opportunity will present itself through these trips and going to these games. I've learned a lot about football and culture. I've met people, had conversations, and others realize like I wouldn't say it's not hard to make it, but I would just say like, I wouldn't say it's not hard to make it, but I would say like with a good bit of application, I'll be there, inshallah. So yeah, sorry, the nature sounds here are just so beautiful. Like it just caught me off guard. But yeah, so I want to document all the Bermudian stories. Like that was just a short little synopsis of my story. Like I said, I'm sure we'll get more into little bits and pieces here and there over episodes because I'm gonna be on every episode, and I'm sure people will have questions for me. So I don't want to burn it out with everything I'm gonna say. But yeah, I want to document Bermudian stories. Like we know so many Bermudians doing so many big things, but I just feel like unless you know that person, you don't know that journey, you don't know that story. So for the next Nakeem Wells or Clyde Bass that's coming up, like how do they know how to navigate certain people and certain situations and how to conduct themselves, and like how do they know the impact of just what it is that they're representing, this small island, 60,000 people, and obviously, hopefully one day I get them on this show. I'll let them tell it for themselves. But yeah, like for the next Flora Duffy, for the next Shayna Torini, I said that in my promo video. Like for the next I forgot the guy's name. I just seen an interview. A clip of him yesterday. The young man that's acting, and his pops is the town crier. But point being is like, you can't tell me like Bermuda's so limited, it's hard to have opportunity, but we have so many Bermudians around the world doing great things. Like Madison B, literally like doing millions a month on SoundCloud, like has chart music. Like I ain't gonna hold you guys. That Locked In comes when Locked In. And you know, I'm just saying though. I'm just saying that one's running. Like, and then not to just be international with it, but locally as well. Like you got people at home, you got people at home doing great things in art, in business, in music, in culinary. Like my boy Ant. Like I ain't known Ant since like Barkley days and all that, but the Ant, like since I'm knowing Ant, this guy has climbed the ladder in chefry. Like this guy is really like a serious. Like I be thinking about it sometimes. Like this guy is really like a serious chef. Like, and it's just Ant. Like he's not just Ant. Like that's not slagging him off. Like, but it's just like that's my boy Ant. But it's like he's really like Gordon Ramsay too. Like you feel me? Like it's crazy. So I just want to have a platform where all the stories can be told and be documented. And it's a little library of that. So yeah, it's 9:30. I'm about an hour and a half to finish packing. Check out, get to the airport. Mercy. I don't usually drink that one. Um, but that's the only water they have over here. Like, and that one is hitting. That's really smooth. They might have went and got it from the water right behind me. I don't know. Oh, one thing about Netherlands, right? And I've been here before. I'm in Eindhoven now. I've been Amsterdam last year. Not to brag, I'm just saying. But one thing about Netherlands is like you'll never go more than like 5 minutes without seeing water. And like obviously, it's funny because it's kind of the same with Bermuda, but oh, excuse me, out here is really crazy because it's like it's a river, creek, lake, stream, puddle, pond, like something. You cannot go more than 5 minutes without seeing that, especially in Amsterdam. Like in Amsterdam, it's crazy. Like you could be walking on the sidewalk and there's a crack in the sidewalk and it's literally a little creek of water. I'm not even lying to you. Like if you've been to Amsterdam, you know. Like, um, but yeah, and finally finishes off. Shout out Tajay Welch, Nimble. Most people know him as. Cause he dropped a video. He's starting a podcast, and I didn't know that. But shout out to the other person, Kev, my boy Kev, who knew that, who called me, and was just like, "Yo, I saw my boy Nimble dropped a podcast," and at first I'm like, "Oh, fact, that's clean." Like, so I'm like, "Where is it?" Like, I want to go see it, cause me, like, I like seeing Bermudians, like, I like seeing young black men like do positive stuff. Like, whether that's start a new platform, whether that's gain a new opportunity, start a new job, whether that's getting married. Like, that's something else I want to talk about on this platform too. Like, I'm not even talking about new, like, relationship, gender roles, body count. I ain't gonna talk about that. But with the other guests I got on, like, we're definitely gonna be talking about, like, how to navigate relationships, whether or not they're married, and, like, things that can help us as men. But anyways, back to what I was saying. Kev called me and he's like telling me about how Tajay dropped a podcast, and he's like, "Yo, like, so where's your podcast?" Because anybody that knows me, like my close circle, knows I've been talking about this for like a while, bro. Like 2 years maybe at least, and it's just like I'm not really active on it. And since my accident, I've been seeing like, yo, I'm really gonna start. I'm really gonna start it. And yeah, I got the equipment, little camera I'm using right now. I got, you know, a laptop to start editing. I really just be using anything to watch YouTube and all that now. Obviously now I'm starting editing, but and I just recently, probably like 2 months ago, 3 months ago, crazy. I'm saying recently, but started building a little studio. And Kev just like, "Yo, where's the podcast?" And I have been using these things I just said like as an excuse why I haven't started it. And after watching Taj's video, he was just pretty much like, slow motion is better than no motion, which is, I think it was the name of his video. And he was just saying like how he just, you know, man, started it. And I'm just like, fact. He just ran, like, I had seen him probably like 2 weeks prior to that, or a week prior to that. And like, he ain't my brother or nothing, but like, we was talking and all that, and catching up. He didn't even mention it. So I guess I was just something he just went for, like, or it was just something, you know, he just was slightly thinking, either way, he just went and did it. And shout out him. I don't know if he's gonna see this, but y'all, that motivated me to just feel like, fact, let me just go and do mine. Like, what am I waiting for? I'm literally spent money on the equipment and it's just sitting there. Like, say, her and Aunt Hervin, I don't know if I'll have another episode on the rest of this trip. Hopefully I do. Reached out to a couple people. So, y'all, if you don't hear from me the rest of this trip, see you guys back on the rock. Also, I think it's fitting that my first episode is not in Bermuda, because one thing Bermudians are gonna do is travel. Like, even right now, like, you know, Bermudians, you know, my family, so be careful with all this mask going on. Like, they're talking about Middle East and all that. I'm like, yo, I'm going to Old Trafford. Like, I'm not going to the West Bank. Like, free Palestine, by the way. Yeah. Um, but yeah, shout out my family. Love you guys. Yeah. I'm gonna get myself together for the rest of this day. See you guys later.